Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Caitlin, your favorite Michigan girl. I'm here with some big news, but first I seem to be missing something. Hold up, I know what I'm missing. I'm missing some ears. Why would I be missing some ears? You guys, I got in! I'm super excited. In my last live update, I told you guys I applied to take part in the Disney College program, which is this really cool program you can do if you go to an accredited university or if you've graduated within the 24 months of the application date, where you get to go down and you get to learn and you get to work at Walt Disney World, and you get to go live down there, and it's a blast, and everybody has so much fun. One of my friends from junior high and high school, her brother did this program, and I think he did it like 2 or 3 times, I'm not sure, but he had a blast. He said it was so much fun. It didn't matter what job he had. He was just loving it. He got to go down there. He got to go experience the parks. He got to do a ton of great, awesome stuff. And it's really nice. They give it sounds like there's a lot of lessons you can take. There's a lot of events that happen. And plus, it's the 50th anniversary. So you guys, I'm going to be in Walt Disney World during the 50th celebration. I am so super excited. Like, I might start crying again. I found out I was crying. My mom was worried about the cost because it's kind of pricey, but I'm going to start crying again, you guys. I am so excited. I mean, I have dreamed since I was like 8 years old, like even before I was 8 years old, of getting to go to Walt Disney World and going to the parks. And I remember my dad on Christmas morning, my brother and I would watch the Christmas parade at Walt Disney World, and there'd be a little number that would come on the screen that said, call this number and get a free Walt Disney World vacation planning kit, which was basically a VHS tape until I was like in junior high, and then it switched to DVD. And my brother and I would like yell that number at our dad, and like he would call that number and we'd get this tape, and I would just sit there and watch it. And it was like the closest thing I could get to Disney World. And I used to have a VHS copy of the sing-along songs at Disneyland, and I would put that in and I would watch and I would pretend I was at Disneyland. Like I used to take a laundry basket on the song Zippity Doo Dah where they were going on all the rides, and I would pretend I was on the ride with the kids in the video. This was how insane I was for Disney. And as I grew older, I guess even as I went through my twilight phases, my dark phases, you know, that love for Disney didn't die. I always say that I never grew out of my imagination. As I grew older, I grew into my imagination. I started using it in different ways. And and eventually it became like my dad was the one who told me, one day we're going to go to Disney. One day you'll get to go to Disney World. And then as I grew older, I kind of knew that that day wasn't going to happen because we didn't have a lot of money. We couldn't afford to take this really expensive trip to Disney World. We couldn't afford it. But that dream never died. When I hit like junior high or high school, I would get the guidebooks from the library, and I would obsessively read these guidebooks, and I would plan the Walt Disney World vacation of my dreams. When I got YouTube, I started watching all these YouTube channels where they did ride POVs of the different rides at Disney World and Disneyland. My favorite vloggers are Tim Tracker and Ordinary Adventures and Adam the Woo and Super Enthused, because they're always doing stuff about Disney, about Disney World, about Disneyland. They're always talking about the new stuff at the park. I get all these emails from Disney. I follow every Disney thing I can on social media because I just want to be a part of that magic. I want to experience it. And I seriously never thought that I would ever get the chance to go. My Aunt Chris recently was talking about how we could save up money and she and I could go, and we would go together with her kids, and we would go next year because I said I didn't want to do my college commencement. I wanted to put that money towards going to Walt Disney World when I graduated. And then the college program, and I thought I'll apply, but I won't have a chance because I said it in my last video. I'm going to be 34. I'm turning 34 in February. I'm going to be old. I'm going to be an adult. And I always thought that this program was not for adults. So it wasn't for non-traditional students, which I am by virtue of my age and also the fact I do online schooling. So I seriously thought I would not get accepted. I thought December 10th is going to come. I'm going to get an email that says, thank you, but we found other people who are just better fits. You know, I just thought for sure that I wouldn't get in. I thought this was it. I thought, I seriously, because my dream of going to Disney morphed into, if that magic can't happen for me as a child, then I want to do everything I can to help make magic happen. And that's why I love writing so much, especially during the pandemic. I felt like I was helping people. I was giving them a way to not think about what was happening. And when I look at Disney World and I see it, it's like, it doesn't matter how old you are at Disney World. It doesn't matter what your life is like. As soon as you step through those gates, it's a magic. It's like amazing. And the cast members help make that happen. Even the cast members you can't see, the people who are helping you get tickets and get dinner reservations, the people who are doing merchandising, they're all part of the magic. And I said, even if it's like behind the scenes, even if I never see the guests, I want to be a part of that. I want to make magic happen for other people. Because like I said, I never stopped believing in it. You know, I just want to be a part of it. I want to help create it. And so my dream of going to Disney World was still there, but now it morphed into a dream of working for Disney, for working for the parks, of just being a part of that magic. But again, it's something I never thought would happen, because I have applied for a job a few times at Disney, and I've always, like, I've never made it because I wasn't, like, the right fit. It's why I started teaching myself Spanish and German, because I'm like, if I learn a foreign language, maybe that will be more appealing. And so the Disney College program was like this chance to be the stepping stone to maybe getting that permanent job in the Disney parks. And even if not, getting a job here and applying what I learned working for Disney here, maybe getting a job for the Lions, who knows? It's like, this will open so many doors, I feel like, for me. So, but like I said, I never thought I would get it. So I've been sitting here telling people I applied, but I'm like, the rating is the hardest part, because I just don't know, because it was all in the hands of recruiters. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to get it. And I got it. It's so bizarre. Like, today I had my eye doctor's appointment, and I went in, and my eyes are okay. I think, first off, my eye doctor's worried about my left eye, because I've said I noticed that it's very much weaker than my right. So we tweaked my prescription, and she's also saying after I try out this new prescription, she might have me come back and have them and dilate my left eye. She also wants me to start taking using artificial tears, since I'm on a computer a lot. But I made the comment, I'm like, I applied for the Disney College program, and Disney's dress code, one of the things I actually like this is that your glasses have to be like tortoiseshell or black, which is something I don't mind. I like it, especially if you're wearing a costume. You don't want it to distract. And I love my glasses. Like, I love my purple and pink glasses. But at the same time, I'm like, they're cool, but I kind of have a hard time matching them to outfits. So also black glasses would go better when I'm like planning a bound or something. Oh my god, I gotta figure out which outfits. Okay, I have so much stuff. So I went, and she actually told the guy who was helping me, she's like, she needs black glass frames for Disney. And so I went, and I found a pair of cute little black glass frames, and I handed them over to the guy, and I said, they're Disney World approved. And I just said as a joke, you know, I'm still sitting there in my mindset of, I'm not going to get this job. And so I get my glasses, I get my frames put in, I get everything set, I grab some groceries, I grab some peanut butter, some toothpaste, you know, stuff I needed, and then I head home, and I'm like, okay, weather's great, because it's kind of cloudy and rainy, my window's open, that's why you hear all the cars. I'm like, I'm going to go for a bike ride. So I go for a bike ride, and I come home, and I'm like, I got some spicy crab rolls for lunch, which I probably shouldn't have, but I was going to splurge because it's a light day. So I went, and I got my crab rolls out, and I turned on Ordinary Adventures because they posted a video today of them trying food at Disneyland for Halloween. And I'm sitting there, and I had gotten an email saying my Mickey and Minnie plushies had shipped. And so I'm sitting there, and then I looked at my tablet, and I have some emails, and I'm like, wait, college program, and I could not believe it. I went and told my brother, I came back to my room, I fell to my knees, I just wanted to cry because it said I was accepted. And it was like, just this crazy moment has come over me, this realization that I am doing something that should be so impossible for somebody like me. You know, this girl with a speech impairment, this girl with dyscalculia, this girl who has, like, it feels like all this stuff stacked against me, my age, my education, everything. I got into the Disney College program. I'm going to go down to Walt Disney World. I'm going to go to Florida. I'm going to go work down there. I'm leaving in I leave in April and I'll come back home in October, so a little bit shorter. But it's insane for me to think about that I'm doing this. I got accepted and I have like 6 months to get everything around, to get everything planned. I accepted the offer today. I paid the fees. There's some other stuff I have to wait and turn in, like my COVID vaccine registration. I have to prove that I'm vaccinated. There's some other stuff I need to send in to fill out, but it's so insane to think about that that this time next year, I will be in Disney World getting ready to come home. I will have spent the past like 4 or 5 months, like 6 months, 7 months in Florida working at the Disney parks. That is so insane for me to think about. That is, it's something that feels like it should be impossible. It's coming true, and I can't believe it. I mean, you want to know something that's really funny? I decided to make I have to make like 3 pairs of Minnie Mouse ears because I have to make the unicorn ears now for sure for Ava and Riley. But I wanted to make my own pair of ears for the 50th, and I decided to do rose gold ears because I don't know, that's why I thought. And also I'm thinking about, I was planning on getting the Castle Spirit jersey and the Castle backpack, and now I don't know if I'm going to get those because I just had to pay my fees, but so I got this stuff to make Minnie Mouse ears today. I got the fabric and some ribbon and a little trim piece, and then this happened. I don't know if that was a sign, if maybe God was telling me, go ahead and get this stuff because you're going to need it where you're going in a few months, but I can't believe it. I can't wait to go into work on Thursday and tell people. I know my boss Mike, I think I've just been talking his ear off about this. I know I told him everything about the Disney College program. I think he's excited for me. So I can't wait to tell him. I'm waiting for Facebook to stop crashing so I can tell everybody. Like I'm trying to send a message to my aunt, but Facebook is kind of being Facebook is down, so the message is still sending. So I'm like, this is so nuts. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe this. I seriously, I am still so verklempt. I cannot believe this is happening. I have my offer letter right here. I went and I printed it out. I have my offer letter right here. And I was just planning on going, and I have my flu thing right here because I'm getting my flu vaccine on Wednesday. So it's like, it's totally insane. I emailed my advisor. I let her know that I got accepted. And since I'm an online student, I'm still going to try to do my classes. But it's insane because I'm planning on driving down. I think my dad's going to drive down with me because I'm obviously not going to drive all the way down to Florida by myself. That might be bad. And I think I don't know. My dad, I don't know. I'm going to see if my dad will ride down with me. I don't know who else would come with me because I don't know if he'd fly home. But, because my classes I actually had to look this up. My classes for the winter semester end on the 23rd. And I have to be down there on the 25th. So I'm thinking about leaving either the 21st or 22nd. Because it takes about, I looked it up, where I will be staying is. It's like it's like a 17-hour drive or something. Let me look it up now. Flamingo Crossings Village. Because that is where I will be staying. And now I'm looking up directions because I looked them up for fun the other day. And now it's real. Now I need to get the directions because I'm going there. You know, that is beyond insane for me. Now it's not going to work. Oh, come on. There we go. My home. Finding best route. I will say this. It's like less than a 20-hour drive. So right now the fastest route is 18 hours and 41 minutes with the current traffic conditions. And it's just like a straight shot down. So that's about, I don't know how much driving I'd want to do. Probably at least 12. So 19 by 12. That'd be about a day and a half. I have 1.58. So it'd take about 2 days for us to get there. So I'd probably want to leave on like the 22nd. Because I have to be down there the 25th. So I'd want to leave like on the 22nd, which is the day before my classes end. And then my next term starts May 9th. So I'm going to be cutting it close. I'm going to try and work it out with my teachers that maybe I can get all my final stuff handed in ahead of time. Talk to my group and say, hey, if there's a group project, I'm going to be on the road. I'm going to be down in Florida. Can we get this stuff turned in early? Because there's so much I have to think about. I have to get the car ready because I have decided that I'm just going to take my car down. Simply because it'll be easier for me to get around, I feel like. I will have to learn. I will have to start practicing how to drive on a highway. I haven't driven on a highway yet. So I'm going to see if my dad's going to help me, like, take a trip down to Frankenmuth or something so I can learn how to drive on the highway. I mean, the highways in Florida are going to be worse, but I'll definitely probably drive on the way down. But we're going to have to make sure my car can handle that because it's like over 1,000 miles. And my car the furthest my car has gone has been to Auburn Hills or Muskegon. So, we're going to have to make sure my car can handle it. We're going to have to like set up hotels or something unless we just drive through the night, which I'm not sure my dad would like that idea. But if we time it, if maybe we leave like at 5 o'clock in the morning and we just drive until like 6 at night, you know, or like get 12 hours of driving in, minimal stops. We'll have to see. It's so weird. I have to get toiletries stocked up. I have to talk to my bank because my card is up in July of next year. So I need to see if I can put in a request for a new card sooner. I need to figure out what I'm going to do about health insurance because I'll be leaving the state for like more than 30 days, which means I will no longer have health insurance through the state. And the only good thing is I don't have to do anything with my student loans because I'm still in school. So I have to get work clothes. But some of this stuff I'm going to wait until it's closer to my departure, till my date, till I have to be there. So like the work clothes are going to wait. Some of the other stuff is going to wait. But it's just insane to think about. It's also insane to think about that April in Michigan is cold and rainy, and I'll be going down to Florida. So, oh my gosh, you guys, my heart is beating so fast. I'm super excited. I should go finish eating because I got this at the end of my spicy fake crab rolls, and I was going to go get a salad and pumpkin pie. My mind is blown. I cannot believe this is happening. I am overcome with emotion, so you guys stay tuned. The coming months should be pretty interesting as I slowly but surely start getting ready to head down to Walt Disney World to work. I am super, super, super excited. I don't know if hopefully I'll be able to continue uploading. One of the things I have on my Christmas list is I need to get a new laptop. For sure. So I will talk to you guys later. Stay safe, stay sane, stay healthy. I am sending you all lots of love, hugs, and prayers. Remember to like this video, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell if you want to know when I upload new content. And never, ever, 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 ever stop believing in faith, trust, and pixie dust. Because you never know what might happen if you keep the magic alive. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye!